Onetv Special Report.
Cutis Tigrinya is a lively performance from Dingras, Ilocos Norte. It is usually performed during big social gatherings. The dance is very popular among the elite group and used as the intermission dance when the people are already tired dancing the ball dances. It is viewed as an indicator of the actual social status and the reference to the PAGKAMUGNANG as an elite social class further to articulate the status. The dance is a manifestation of our class-conscious attitude, thus revealing some of our dominant values and ideologies.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mayor's Office, Admin, Legal, AONC, CDRMO, and CTMS dancing the Chotes Dengrenya. Up next is cluster number 3, comprised of SWEMO and CHRMO, dancing the Maglalatik. A big round of applause. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Maglalatik by cluster number 3, SWEMO and the CHRMO!
Ang Jota de Manila ay isang tradisyonal na sayaw na Pilipino na may impluwensyang Kastila na nagmula sa lungsod ng Maynila. Katulad ng ibang Jota sa Pilipinas, ito ay adaptasyon mula sa orihinal na Jota ng Espanya. Ngunit may halong katutubong kilos at elemento ng kulturang Filipino. Ang Jota de Manila ay isang sayaw na isinisayaw noong panahon ng kolonisasyon ng Espanya sa Pilipinas. Gaya sa pangalan nito, ito ay kilala sa Maynila at nagpapakita ng mas formal at marangal na uri ng pagsayaw. Ang mga mananayaw ay madalas nakasuot ng tradisyonal na barot saya para sa babae at barong Tagalog para sa lalaki. Isa sa mga natatanging bahagi ng Jota ay ang paggamit ng kastanyetas o pamalit dito gaya ng paghampas ng mga daliri sa palad o paggamit ng abaniko. Ang musika nito ay mabilis at masigla at nagpapakita ng kasayahan, pakikipag-ugnayan at pagiging elegante ng mananayaw. Ipinapakita ang pagkakahalo ng kulturang Espanyol at Pilipino, lalo na sa lungsod ng Maynila, kung saan malakas ang impluwensya ng mga Kastila noon. Isa rin itong paraan ng pagpapakita ng gilas at ganda ng mga Pilipino sa pamamagitan ng sining at sayaw.
Dancing de la Jota Manileña, that's cluster number 4, the Assessor and CSWD offices. And now LGU Asenso Ozamiz family to dance de Mazurka Boholana, cluster number 5. A big round of applause for the Accounting and Treasurer's Office.
The Mazurka Boholana is a traditional folk dance from Bohol, Philippines, characterized by elegant and lively movements. The dance mimics the suave and charming movements of a suitor wooing his beloved. Mazurka Boholana is often performed during social events, showcasing the community's joy and hospitality. The dance combines Spanish influences, the Mazurka style, with local flair, reflecting Bohol's rich cultural heritage. This performance depicts a community in Bohol during the Spanish occupation, showing their culture while embodying the spirit of the folk dance. The artistic presentation of a man winning the heart of the woman he loves, in a community where their love is supported and celebrated with a joyous sound of hospitality and affection. Please sit back as Cluster 5 from City Treasurer's Office and City Accounting Office, Ciudad de Ozamiz, take you to the Bohol in the Spanish era.
That's the Mazurka Boholana from the City Accounting and City Treasurer's offices. We still have more, the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th clusters later. LGU, Asenso Ozamiz family, our city officials, our LGU, Asenso Ozamiz department heads, and LGU Ozamiz employees to deliver his message to the hardworking and ever dedicated LGU Ozamiz family. Let us welcome the man behind our Kanunay Asenso Ozamiz vision. Continuing the Asenso brand of service started by Governor Henry Sevilla Waminal, Congressman Ando Waminal, and Congressman Attorney Indy Waminal, a true public servant whose leadership continues to bring progress, unity, and pride to Ozamiz City. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, LGU Asenso Ozamiz family, let us give a warm round of applause to our beloved Mayor, Attorney Sam Norman Fuentes.
Please take your seats. Thank you, Ma'am Dasan. Vice Mayor Bebineri, the members of the City Council of Ozamiz City, may I request you to please stand? Although I will not be naming you one by one, you all know them by heart. But please clap your hands for them. The department heads of the city of LGU Ozamiz City, please, could you also please stand? Let us applaud them. Okay. My wife, Ruth Fuentes. To our guest here, and most importantly, to you, my colleagues, the city government of Ozamiz City. Ladies and gentlemen, pleasant evening to all. Maayong gabi sa tuwang tanan. Tonight, we are gathered here not merely as public servants, not merely as employees of the LGU of Ozamiz City, but rather we are gathered here as sons and daughters of a city with a profound and meaningful past. There is no doubt here that we are to celebrate. But more importantly, we are to honor the historical significance of our own city. Today, as we start, or rather we commence the 77th Charter Anniversary celebration of the city of Ozamiz, we are reminded of our humble beginnings and the sacrifices of those who came before us. Next week would be July 16, and that would mark the Charter Day celebration. But July 16, 1948 was not just a birth of a chartered city. It also marked a day when when bygones before, when long before Ozamiz became a city, it was a place, a desolate place, I would say, with only a fort standing. Kota lang. Kota. Now we refer to as fort. Kota fort. While it might be redundant, but by heart, we feel it. So it was known as Fuerte de la Concepcion y del Triunfo, a fort established by Father Jose Ducos, who during that time against Mohammedans was responsible for a few victories of what was then known as Las Islas de Filipinas. A few victories because at that time the Mohammedans were already occupying as far as Mindoro, Lubang Island, to be exact. Father Ducos, who was a devotee, was also responsible for bringing here the blessed icon, Nuestra Señora de la Inmaculada Concepcion y del Triunfo de la Cruz de Migpangi. That is our beginning. The name Triunfo actually holds a very significant meaning. It refers to the triumph of the cross, a decisive victory way back in 1212 in the Battle of Las Navas de la Tolosa, and that was in Spain as they were trying to regain back also from the Mohammedans. So as we commemorate July 16, it has more than double significance, because we all know in our heart that Kota and ang Berhen sa Kota is a pilgrimage site. This is our heritage. So we can say with pride that our city is founded on faith, courage, and victory. Partly, there were dark times, and as has been recounted by Attorney Mars Tapayan, we have tried to redeem ourselves. Ozamiz nons are resilient by nature. Thus, we are here present. In line also with our quest to at least redeem and regain our past, that is the very reason that we have acquired back the Rodriguez ancestral house. Although documentation is still, I would say, not that accurate. Reportedly, Dr. Jose Rizal, our national hero, when he was in Dapitan, spent a night or two in the Rodriguez ancestral house. So it is one of the few remaining really historical landmarks in the city. This initiative is part of our broader vision to rekindle our cultural pride and educate future generations about the value of each and everyone's roots being from Ozamiz. As your listener, I call everyone, therefore, to embrace our shared vision for the Asenso brand of service, entailing excellence, integrity, and efficiency. But I need not have to repeat each and every line here. Tonight is your night. This is our night. So let us just celebrate. So maayong gabi pag-usab, padayon sa kanunay, Asenso Ozamiz. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable City Mayor Kanunay Asenso, Ozamiz, Mayor Attorney Sam Norman Fuentes,